Hey, it's Chanel at BrightGirl Media, and I'm back at you. This time we're going to talk about the best social media campaigns, in my opinion, that I really liked over the last year or two. Now, a lot of times people are confused about what campaigns are. And so I really want to outline what that is so that you fully understand what a social media marketing campaign is. Now, a campaign is something that is launched for a specific purpose, for a specific time, with an intended result. So it's not just ongoing social media things that are posted every day. It is an actual intended purpose. So if something is launched, a product or service, we are focusing intently on that product or service for a specific amount of time so that we get specific results out of it. All right. So just so you know, when I'm talking about campaigns, that is exactly what I mean. All right. So let's dive in and talk about my top 3 social media campaigns that I've liked. So number 1 is Spotify's Wrapped campaign. For the past maybe 3 or 4 years, Spotify every year at the end of the year in December, they start sending their users statistics on what they've listened to, the different albums, new music that they've been binging on, and things like that. I'm a Spotify listener, so I absolutely love Spotify. So I listen to it at home, in my car, I listen to it while I'm working. And so at the end of the year, it's a great surprise when I get that email and I get the message that tells me my year-end data of what I've been listening to and the artists that I've kind of been binging on. So I absolutely love the campaign, and it's for a couple specific reasons that I like it. Not just because I'm a huge Spotify fan, but really because it allows you to take place or to take part in the campaign, right? It's really user generated content. So whatever I've used or whatever I've listened to throughout the year, they're giving it back to me, and now I have to share it. And I'm gonna share it because I want people to know all the great music that I've been listening to. It's like this personal thing, right? And so everybody's Wrapped campaign is completely different, but they all go into the same campaign. So what I've been listening to is not what you've been listening to or our other friends or whatever, but we get a chance to share. And that's what social media really is about. It's about shareable content. And I love how they personalize it. It's just, I don't know, it's just the best for me. So every year at the end of the year, I really look forward to Spotify's Wrapped campaign. And I even did something last year where I kind of wrapped my own social media statistics on my account, because I just really like the way that the campaign is. So that's number 1. So my second one is the Distance Dance, which was a TikTok campaign that Procter & Gamble put together last year during the pandemic with an influencer, Charli D'Amelio. And so I love dance challenges. Like, who doesn't love a dance challenge, right? They're always engaging. You get a chance to watch and follow the hashtag and see what other people are posting. And it's just fun. And then, you know, it encourages you to do it if you're not too shy. So I love dance challenges. Also, what I really liked about the campaign is how they took the first 3 million submissions, and based upon those submissions, they actually donated, Procter & Gamble donated money to Feeding America. So they tied in like a socially responsible thing to tell people, you know, stay at home during the pandemic, and then they also donated to a much needed cause. So who can hate on that? You got dance, you got altruism, you got social responsibility. It was a bomb. And my last and final campaign that I absolutely love, and I might get some flack for this one, but I don't care, because I love the Popeyes chicken campaign that came out about 1.5 years or so ago, almost 2 years ago now, because it was before the pandemic. But I loved it. And I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, I love anything that gets people to do what you want them to do. And this particular campaign got results. So a lot of people don't realize that it started as a challenge to Chick-fil-A. And it started as, you know, Popeyes didn't really gel with what Chick-fil-A was saying or their position with the LGBT community. And so it started as a challenge or a response to Chick-fil-A because of that. And so that's how the whole Popeyes chicken sandwich craze blew up. And so, you know, first of all, who doesn't like a little fast food feud? I do. And I love like platforms on social media like Wendy's, and sometimes they'll go at Chick-fil-A or they'll go at Popeyes or other. I just love it. I think it's funny and it's cute. But also, like I said, we had lines literally around the drive-thru at Popeyes across the country as a result of this campaign. And so, hey, when your users get a hold of it and they actually like it and they share, that's what you want. That is social media gold. And I absolutely loved it. Say what you want about the Popeyes chicken campaign. It worked. Now, here are some key characteristics to winning social media campaigns. One is they are focused on one thing. They're not bouncing around. They're not trying to get you to do 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 different things. They are focused on one outcome and one particular product or service or whatever. And so you can actually track, you can measure, you can see the outcome of this particular campaign. So I love that. That's one characteristic. Number 2 is that they stay on brand. They don't go all over the place. They don't just pick up stuff just because, you know, it's the latest trend or it's the latest fun thing to do, and then they get off brand and they look hokey. I've seen that happen on social media and it's not cool. So make sure that when you're planning your campaigns, you stay on brand. Don't just do something because it's the popular thing to do today. You set the trend, don't follow the trend, okay? Another characteristic of winning social media campaigns is that they are tracked and they are measured. So anytime you are launching a campaign, you want to make sure that you're watching your data and you're watching your analytics, because that can inform so much more about the campaign, whether it is actually working or not. A lot of times I get people and they're like, my social media is not working. Nothing is happening. Did you look at the data? No. Okay, so maybe something is working. Maybe it's just not doing what you intended it to do, which was, you know, get you sales. So sometimes the campaigns are actually working. And so you want to make sure that you are tracking and you are measuring everything, because if you are, you'll be able to tell where things are falling apart and you'll be able to put them back together. Another great characteristic of a winning social media campaign is that it is unique to the platform that it's on. So if we're talking about the Procter & Gamble Dance Challenge, they were only on TikTok and they used a social media influencer who was a TikTok influencer on that particular campaign or with that particular platform. And so the content that they pushed on other platforms was completely different. And so you want to make sure that you're not being lazy and that you're posting all the same things on all the same channels, because there's different people there. There's a different audience. It's a different feel. It's a different community. So make sure that you are capitalizing on the differences on each of these platforms. And of course, the best characteristic of any winning social media campaign is that it gets people to respond. Because if they don't, what's the point? So you want to make sure that your campaign is not making crickets, but that it's actually making people do what you want them to do. So with that said, what I want you to do is go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel, smack the bell so that you get the notifications and you stay in touch with me about every video that I post so that you don't miss anything, because I'm dropping the heat and I'm giving you the tea on social media and how to market your business. So until next time,